50-foot bridge, and he hit it at 65. So he pulled it back like a sardine can. So overcoming the enemy. So yet again, I'm standing, right? It was amazing because we had to crawl out the roof. Like, you've never know when adversity is going to strike, but you have to be ready. Yeah. So I say all that to say, Destined for a Dream also has a program. So that's Dream Academy. We go according to the school year. Students sit with me, and we have a whole curriculum on how to get them to the next level. In the 9th grade, they may not know. In the 7th to 8th grade, they may not know. However, we help them get there. So then you have Literacy First. Our babies, we want them to read. We want them, teacher, don't keep passing them through the system. It's so many students right now that are being passed through the system. If they failed 10 spelling tests in a row, don't you put them to the next level. And that's what's happening in the school districts amongst the nation. Among the nation. So we have a program called Literacy First. We get them. We try to get them on grade level. Many of them may have an IEP. Many of them may have a 504 plan. So my background is special education. I go in, I meet with the teachers. I sit down, I advocate, why is this IEP out of compliance? Let's get it in compliance. So that's me. That's Speak Life. So I go in and I speak life. I help the teacher build the plan. I get a lot of the lawsuits. Because the parent, we are wise and smart enough that we go in, we see something is out of compliance, you sue the district, it goes to the lawyer, the cases are settled like that. Wow. Many parents don't know that. Sometimes it takes 3 years, like when you injured or something hurt on you, it takes like 3 to 5 years to get the lawsuit. When you have a child with special needs and they are not complying with the IEP or the plan in place, it takes them a good maybe under 6 months to settle that case and get your child what they need. So those are the 2 organizations that fall under Destined for a Dream, Literacy First, Dream Academy, and then I have Speak Life. Speak Life is public speaking. So just spoke at Princeton University not too long ago. I speak all over. Was in the University of Miami a couple months ago. I spoke there. Was on Fox 29 this past week. Steve Harvey just reached out to me. I'll be there in January. Over this, look at God, right? It ain't me. It's bigger than me. It's so much bigger than me. So I will be going to the Steve Harvey show in January. I did the Chew right before. My friends were like, "You are why they're not on the network anymore." But that was a joke. But I did the Chew ABC 6. And we did the Chew there in January. They called us back and we did it again in May. So it's God, it's not of me. So along this journey, birth is bigger than me. You ever ran into someone and they're so fixated on their title? So yes, we have to say I'm the CEO in the bio. We have to say that, but that CEO don't make me who I am. That's not who I am. So, and that's where I see in the world that we're at today. Many individuals are fixated on the title, but no, it's bigger than you. Be of service. With Destined for a Dream, every Christmas we give kids limos for the prom. So we did that for 10 years. We dress these kids. I'm with Davis Bridal. I'm with the Philadelphia Sixers. I'm with the Philadelphia Phillies. So we try to help these kids get to the next level, and it's so much bigger than us. So it's bigger than me. It is a workbook, and it's conversations of empowerment through the eyes of a conscious educator. Because sometimes in education we sleep, but you have to stay woke and be conscious of what's going on. In the book itself, it is a workbook. It talks about purpose. It talks about character. You could be 60 years old and not know your purpose. That's all right. Your passion will lead to your purpose. Yes. Your passion will lead to your purpose. If you are doing something that you love, let me tell you something. This whole week, the enemy was definitely just throwing things. We use a vehicle for Destined for a Dream to kind of pick up the kids or do what we need to do. We use a vehicle. That vehicle just went all of a sudden. And again, we are grant-based. So if we don't have a grant to pay for the vehicle, guess where the vehicle going to sit? But I'm thankful to God that he gives me a gift to reach out to Chapman Ford, to Ford Mercury. Listen, we've been with y'all for 22 years. We done bought 5 cars. Come on now. Come on. Y'all can help. So it's been so much just trying to get, because our programs, parents don't pay. So we don't charge. We charge $40 for registration fee to educate your child for 27 weeks. So I know we're going to be blessed. I know I'm going to be blessed. And I will never dim my glow simply because someone is intimidated by my effervescent radiance.
Woo!
And I have been 6 foot since 6th grade. Okay? It is not cheap being 6 foot. So my mom, she would always she would encourage me. It was not easy because you're faced with so many things being, you're in 6th, 7th grade, and, you're walking down the hallway and you're taller than teachers and principal. They think you're a teacher. I'm not a teacher, I'm a student. And even my girls, my Capri, who's 16, she's 6 foot. And she has now did 15 Broadway musicals. My Nyla is 12 and she is 5'11". She does not like it. But I will put out there, she is working on a group for young girls right now, behind closed doors, about young girls who are tall and are beautiful. Our girls are beautiful. Yes. No matter what, our girls are beautiful. So I say all of that to say, short read, and the last chapter is just the conclusion. And it just goes back into about the author and everything. But again, it's a workbook. Some of my students, I will be going into the juvenile detention centers and speaking to young people. If you need me, if you need a speaker, definitely reach out to It's Bigger Than Me.